that looks good enough, probably. Let me have a sip of water. Okay, just parked at the golf center, which, as you guys can see, is dark out, and I've never even came here to hit balls at night before, but I mean, it seems to be lit up, so we're gonna go in there and do a good, nice practice session, hit some drives at the end, and that'll be a wrap. Earlier today, I hit back, well, I guess it's been a few days since I've busted out the camera again since I hit back last time, so it's been 3 days. But hit back earlier. I didn't film it, thinking we're going to film the legs tomorrow, put that up in its own. But I'm kind of enjoying the just lifting videos and then like a just golfing videos, because not everyone wants to watch the golfing and not everyone wants to watch the lifting. So a little bit of both. I don't know. I'm open to constructive criticism on how to do this, because always trying to get better. But anyway, hit back earlier. Hit it. Sam was there, so he was hyping up Brock and I, helping us with some assisted sets, going crazy. But went crazy on back, and we fucking yapped forever. Sam was cracking us up. Everybody was laughing. Let's just say, if you were trying to lift during that yap session, impossible, because of how much goofing off there was going on. But it was pretty funny. Still, Sam was being bitter about coming to the range. He's like, man, I don't want to do it yet, but it'll happen soon enough. Whatever. I think it would be really funny. Anyway, let's go in there, go practice, and we'll cut to when I'm at the bay. So I'll see you in there. Plug the mic in. You know, I always feel so funny wearing like sweatpants and a sweatshirt and then having my golf shoes on. But I mean, we're outside. It's like the middle of December in Ohio, and it's not even super cold out. Honestly, I could have played today, which if I was thinking smart, I would have. But, you know, I just hit 2 or 3 shots, and this is freaking awesome. The lights, I've never even hit at night before in an outside range, I don't think, unless maybe on vacation or something. But this is stinking cool. I assume you guys are going to be able to see the balls pretty well, which typically in the daytime you wouldn't. So maybe this is the new staple. But this is really cool. I gotta get my alignment stick out. This is stinking really cool. I'm super happy that you guys can see the ball now pretty well too. Just pretty cool. I like to. It's almost like you don't even need the little tracer thing now, which is convenient for me. Just gonna hit a few wedges, and then start just working our way up to full swings. You guys can kind of see over there, that's where those are like the indoor heated bays. And right now I'm out here in the cold, non-heated, non-sheltered bays, but it's not stopping me. Swing is feeling good. My back, I kind of talked about my hips and my lower back last video, just a little bit tight. I've been stretching more though, so I hope it ends up helping. Jumping up to a few 7-irons. I feel like when I hit the fade is when I'm playing the best. Started left, but just didn't fade back. That's good. Honestly, when I don't wear my glasses, yeah, I do have glasses, by the way. I never wear them. But when I'm playing golf and I don't wear my glasses, I can fucking hardly see the ball. So honestly, with the lights and the white reflecting ball, this is even better for me too. Super nice. I don't want to say I'm not practicing how I usually would, but I'm more just trying to get really warm. Like I jumped from, instead of hitting every single club in my bag, I jumped up from my pitching wedge to my 7-iron, and then my 7-iron to my 4-iron. I don't know, just trying to get the body going, try out every club, kind of see what I have to work on before we hit some drivers. But really, I mean, I'm feeling good. This is feeling really nice. And for these, obviously, as the clubs get longer, as the clubs get, when they go farther, your dispersion rate is going to be a little bit higher. But as long as I'm not doing anything too crazy, I'm not going to be worried about it. Just trying to get something repeatable. Kind of a little hook there. I feel like my face is just shut aiming that way. That's better. That was probably the best one. That was super good. All right, let's imitate that for one more and move on. A little bit of a pull, but still good. All right, let's move on. Gonna move on to a few 2-irons, which this is pretty much something I just hit off the tee. I use it on the course sometimes, but it's kind of rare. It's usually like if I'm not hitting driver or 3-wood, I'm gonna be hitting the 2-iron. It goes pretty far, around like, probably flies off the tee like 265. Maybe a little more if I hit it good, but very good club to have. Yep, just like that. There we go. That's perfect. All right, well, let's hit some 3-woods. Those were all good. Money. I just feel like I'm aiming my feet a little bit more left and just swinging down my foot line while turning my hips. And it just always is something good. Well, except for there. Yep. I mean, that's just perfect. Perfect little fade. That's going to find the fairway a lot of the time. A little less solid, but that's money. You know, last year, I was hitting balls here over winter, and I call my buddy Colin over. I'm like, all right, Colin, I'm about to hit some drives. You know, check this one out. And I go up, and I go to hit, and the ball just like topples forward. And we're like, what the fuck just happened? I look down, club face, like totally shattered off or popped out. I don't know if it was my regular stealth or a stealth 2, but let's hope, you know, I've been through my fair share of drivers, and I hope this stealth 2 holds out for a long time. But unfortunately, I just saw like 3 videos of stealth 2s breaking. So I hope it doesn't happen soon. But if it does, I hope I get it on video, because that'd be pretty funny. But same deal with the 3-wood. Trying to swing down my body line, and I kind of noticed that I'm taking the club face back shut, and that's probably promoting those little pulls. So I'm going to try and take it back, not roll my wrists over, but just be a little wary, kind of open it up a little bit more, and that should make it a little bit more consistent. Not super straight, but solid. All right. Let's try and get after one now. Just trying to be explosive. That's got to be upwards, like 185. I can't even see the ball land, but that is hit hard. Let's do 2 more good ones, then work on some wedges, and then let's call it. I guess my tendency when I swing it really hard is to push it out to the right. Whew. Those are hit hard. Let's do, well, I just said one more, but one more normal, good one. Then let's hit some wedges. Little fade. That is pretty good. All right, let's hit some wedges. Wedges especially, I notice, I take the club way back, and that will give you a lot of inconsistent like ball flights. Like sometimes I'll catch one where I'll hit it with that shut club face, and they'll just go way farther than I intend them to, which is something I kind of dealt with in the back end of our season. So I'm really trying to kind of open it up, not roll it over, but just kind of have it a little bit more standard, and then go through like normal. Just because when you take it back to here, you know, it just is so inconsistent. So that's what I'm trying to think about on these wedge shots. These are the shots you just kind of, you go out to your course, either on or off the course, and you just hit these for hours on end. Because these are the ones that really, when you can dial in this, that's when you get better. Let's hit some to the other. Let's hit some to the other flag. Oh, we almost just, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that looked like it almost went in. Let's hit a few more of these. Now let's jump back to the other flag, and these will be our last 2 balls. All right, let's go yap in the car. That was a good practice session. A lot of good shots. Okay, done with practice. That was a good fucking session. And even though it's a little bit debatable to say that hitting off of mats is super correlational to hitting on the course, but it kind of depends on your view of what you want to do. If I'm going to be working on swing technique, working off the mats, that's fine. I got to take this fucker off. But if I want to be learning how to score super good, working on my short game, which is really what 70% of the work should be, you could say otherwise of if that was super beneficial. But just getting out there, getting the reps in, that's what was important. We kind of worked on not keeping the club super shut on the way back, kind of squaring up the face a little more, get a little bit more consistency. And then it was really good. But now I got to go get something to eat, and then I'm headed over to my buddy's house to UFC 296, I think it is. Paddy Piblet, Tony Ferguson, gonna watch that. That's gonna be the shit. And here's my take. Beating on Tony Ferguson, how much pride can you really have in that if you're beating on a legend who's has a 6-fight losing streak? And then Leon Edwards versus Kobe Covington, I don't even know my take, because Leon Edwards beating Usman the first time is probably one of the most monumental, awesome fights of the Mark Sulik fight career that he likes. It was awesome. Anyway, my picks for tonight, I hope Tony Ferguson wins, and I want Leon Edwards to win, but if Colby Covington goes in and wins, that would be fucking hilarious. To have him, Sean Strickland, and Sean O'Malley to all be champions. Oh, so funny. Talking about UFC, by the way. But anyways, just golfed, hit back earlier. I think I mentioned that already with Sam. Just golfed. Gonna go home, eat. Well, wait, no. Gonna go to my buddy's house, eat something over there. Poach his fridge, per usual. And then we're gonna watch UFC. I'm gonna get a good night's sleep. And tomorrow we've got legs. So I will see you guys in the next one.